The Peris Archives, Book 1. The Moreva of Astoreth by Roxanne Bland. Narrated by Megan Green. To Anne Calusi. Chapter 1. "I could have you executed for this, Moreva Tehi," Astoreth said. My Devi grandmother, the goddess of love, scowled at me from her golden throne in the massive great hall of her equally massive temple. Today, her long white hair had been woven into slender braids, entwined with multicolored strands of tiny jewels. They sparkled in the candescent light, radiating from the ceiling and the bulbous wall-height fixtures. Her golden eyes burned with fury. Sitting on my heels, I bowed my head, not wanting to see her anger. I stared at the black and gold polished floor, trying to ignore the trickle of sweat snaking down my spine. My unbound hair, white like hers, hung over my face. "Yes, most holy one," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "You blaspheme by not celebrating Oranamta, the holiest rite of the gods. You are well aware that this was not over sin, praising my role in creating Peris, but extolling all the deeds of the great pantheon in bringing this planet to life. Oranamta celebrates our creation of the hakoi, and the worthiest, handpicked by me and my brothers and sisters, celebrated with us. Marduk asked me of your whereabouts. Your absence sorely disappointed him." I shuddered in fear and loathing. Marduk, Lord of the Skies, was Astoreth's twin brother and my granduncle. I'd been scared of him since childhood, and always made sure I was never alone with him. I hated the way he'd stare at me when no one was looking, licking his lips as if I were a juicy piece of meat, just waiting to be devoured. I had been too young to participate in the last Oranamta, and knew he would have been only too eager to get his hands on me during this one. "Moreva Tehi!" Astoreth's hard tone brought me back to the moment. "You are my acolyte. Your participation was not an option. By your absence, you did not share your body with us, your brother and sister Morevs, and our worthy hakoi. You sullied the sacredness of Oranamta. What do you have to say for yourself?" "I can only offer my most abject apologies, most holy one." "Your apologies are not accepted." "Yes, most holy one." "Where were you?" "I was in the laboratory, working on a cure for red fever. Our 4-year cycle will end this summer, and thousands of hakoi in the god cities and towns could die, so—" "I know that," my grandmother snapped. "But why did you miss Oranamta? Did you not hear the bells?" "Yes, most holy one, I heard them. I was about to lay aside my work when I noticed an anomaly in one of my Parian solutions, so I decided to take a minute to investigate. What I found, I just lost track of time." "You lost track of time?" she repeated, sounding incredulous. "Do you expect me to believe that?" "Yes, most holy one, it is the truth." My head and heart began throbbing, my grandmother probing me for signs I had lied. But she wouldn't find any. Lying to her was pointless, and her punishment for lying was harsh. Swaying under the onslaught, I endured the pain without making a sound. After what seemed like forever, the throbbing eased, leaving me sick and dizzy. "Very well, I accept what you say is true. I still do not accept your apology." "Yes, most holy one," I said, panting a little. A minute passed in uncomfortable silence. Uncomfortable for me, anyway. Another minute passed, and another. Is she finished with me? I prayed to be dismissed, but I wasn't. "What do you have against my hakoi, Moreva?" I frowned. "I don't understand, most holy one." "I have watched you. You give them no respect. You heal them because you must, but you treat them like animals. Why is that?" The trickle of sweat reached the small of my back and pooled there. "But my work—" "Your work is a game between you and the red fever. It has nothing to do with my hakoi." I didn't reply. It was true. Discovering the cure was a challenge I'd taken on, because no one since the dawn of Peris had been able to find one. It was a war, me assaulting the virus's defenses, and the virus
Sample complete. Ready to continue?